How you doing? My name is George with Truck Driver Nation. What this is a presentation so you can understand the website. It seems like a lot of people have an understanding of comprehending what we have to offer at Truck Driver Nation. And if you actually spend the time to go through this, you're going to find out this is so beneficial to you. I will compare myself and my business against anything that's out there. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it. And as we highlight the things, then you can see if this is going to be something that fits you. Now, look, straight out the gate, so I don't waste your time. The program is $500. We do have an alternative plan that lets people pay lower amounts because we use a lot of Afterpay because it doesn't run people's credit and it gives them the opportunity to transition from logistics or whatever current field they're in into becoming a freight dispatcher in addition with some other components that's behind it to even strengthens you inside the logistics community so that you can prosper. Now, so the reason I told you that because um, I just don't want to waste your time. I want you to actually be interested enough in what we have to offer and what we've spent a lot of time in developing. So let's get moving forward. I'm not here to sell you. I'm just going to show you this. You spend the time with it because another feature is, and I'm not trying to be whatever, but we get a lot of people calling us and they're literally just wasting our time because we have a lot to do. We're actually dispatchers as well. And so that in a combination with what we other factors that we have to take care of during the day is really burning up our time. So I hope you take this ample time. I'm not sure how long this video is going to turn out to be. I'm going to go through the website, show you what's here, and then hopefully that'll help you. Now, first thing you do when you come into the website, when you're venturing around in here, right? So we got going. Just come down on the front page on the home site. This is here. It's going to be Truck Driver Nation's social media websites. Any of these links you can go to, and it will feature like videos and stuff, especially our YouTube one. Definitely features a lot of stuff to video content that some of our students use. Now, and in the back of the section of the whole website, I will show you where we actually have two different things. There's a video library for everybody that's signed up as a freight dispatch student, but we also sell that content because some people don't need everything. So it's going to be individual videos and they do subscriptions and then they're able just to get the video because they don't want the book. Now, the other section is going to be, it's called a video store. Those are videos that I make. They're more of supplemental type of videos. They actually, I have discussions over particular topics, and that way you can, spend the time on, if you're having a problem with a specific issue, you can actually have where I'm having a discussion. Most time I try not to make those over 30 to 45 minutes long because there's a lot to talk about in logistics. Because if you're going to be prosperous in this, the more content or the more problem solving skills you develop in yourself, the better that you're going to officially master this. Now, it's not that this is neuroscience, but in the position of being an independent freight dispatcher, you are a problem solver. But anyways, go to these right here. This is going to be our social media, and that's a great place. Now, obviously, now in our classroom, if you decide to come to the classroom, I only do these when I'm actually present because lots of people don't, how do you put it? I went to college, okay? So do I know how to teach? I've been taught enough that I'm really good at teaching in this platform. But the point is, I've had let other people try to teach and they just don't do it as well as I do. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I take pride in what I'm doing. So this here is only offered when I'm actually in town. And this is only in Rosella, Illinois. So I have done courses around the country. Like say if I was visiting, I go ahead and call ahead to trucking companies. And because I know a lot of trucking companies, I said, well, I'm coming down. Do you want me to spend some time with your freight dispatchers and bring them up to speed on based whatever your needs are to see if we can obviously make them more effective because they're going to know better than I do. I'm not sitting in their dispatch center. And if they get a lot of new students, they like having it where I come in and I more or less refresh their thoughts, give them different angles that, that's used throughout the industry because a lot of people in companies actually come real complacent in what they're doing. It's not downplaying it or making it whatever, but we all get complacent. If you start just following the standard norms, then that doesn't make you a sharper knife in the, in the drawer, right? So we want to obviously keep your ideas about what you're doing up to speed. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you here, if you come to the course, it's a lot more expensive because it's eating up a building time because I'm inside trucking companies or whatever it is. So it's $3,600 per student. Now, obviously, I do work deals with depending on how many students are at a given carrier. But if you're just an outside student coming in, it is $3,600. Now, obviously, you still get all the benefits just like you would anybody else that attends my course or is actually associated with us in whatever way, as a client or whatever it is. So you still get access to all the different leads and all the different contracts and everything. So none of that's cut back. But if you think you're apt enough to actually do a virtual course, that's what we do at 500. You don't get the overall classroom setting, but you still get the actual instructional session. Like say, if you're getting behind on something and you need me to bring you up to speed, you'll make an appointment, and then I come in and I spend time with you, clearing up all your misconceived concepts or issues that you might need a little bit more clarity with. But everything's inside the videos. And in addition, if you're a student, the video store, you get all that for free as well. So you don't pay nothing extra. So it's just, you're in it. So all you have, but on the video store, you have to go in and make a list of the videos and then let us know. And then we will actually issue those to you. But all the videos that are in the actual course, they're still yours as well. You don't have to ask for those. Now, right here, we do recruiting. So this is going to be for owner operators because since we are a freight dispatch service, we do obviously leave this here so you can actually see what our freight dispatch services offer in that aspect. And if you have questions or concerns, please contact us and we'll go over it. As far as our freight dispatch job openings, this is carriers that we actually deal with as a recruiter service that they actually have let us, able to recruit freight dispatchers for them. You must understand, we cannot guarantee you employment with these given carriers because when we put basically you're doing like your resume, an application, which is still like a 10th Street application if you're not familiar with it. That's ways to get all the legal documentation in there signed. And really, so I take that information, I give it to them. Obviously, you got certified with us. I give me a certification that you've actually completed the course with me. And then it's still going to be their decision whether they're going to board you or not. And some of these places, they're all different factors. So please visit it. And that way you can see the different prerequisites that they have based on what they need out of you. So you'll actually be a good fit for them if they have open positions, right? Now, if you're a truck driver and you want to just go ahead and go back on another truck with a different carrier, we have lots of carriers. So, and I'm putting some more on there. I got some great ones that I'm looking to put on there, even some lease purchase ones. So please take your time, go through there and look at the job, pull the job ID number, get back a hold of me, and then we will go over them and say which one best fits your needs. If don't let them fit your needs, please don't take them because these are not fly-by-night carriers. So they got insurance and they got everything with them. So just keep that in mind. But it has a lot of the details in the overall job profile. Now this here, what is this? This was actually dispatch center. So this is one of the dispatch centers that we actually had set up. I was doing good at this point, but I wasn't happy. So that's the reason I kind of just shut it down. A lot of people don't know this even existed. And it ain't no big deal. And you can see right here, some of these people were actually students, and then some of them were full-time dispatchers that were actually dealing with the owner operators because I would actually get them a spot, rent the spot out to them so they had their own service under Truck Driver Nation, but they were doing their own thing as a freight dispatch service. It was literally their business. And the reason I did that because it helps for dispatchers to interact with each other. And they wasn't a real rivalry. Now they may have done different types of trailers for whichever one they wanted to do, or they could have done all of them. But it's good to put them in that environment because then they can communicate with each other, which makes it great. Obviously, here's the overall what you actually would make per year. And obviously you can go to, like where the source was from and obviously, look at that and visit it and see, how it stands. So it's just a way that, you ain't got to trust me. Anyways, we're going down. Some of this stuff I'm gonna skip or we'll be here all day. What is this? This is one of the classes. This was in Coleman, Alabama. This was in September of 2024, this class. So good group of people. This is just more informational videos about being a dispatcher. You can go in here and look at them. The difference in profit margins and what you're doing now versus becoming a freight dispatcher. So please help yourself to this. Go through. Also getting scammed by these dispatch programs that pop up overnight and they don't even have no experience. They've never been truck drivers and nothing to that degree. You need to be careful. They'll have you wasting your money. I get people coming. They've had multiple schools and I hear their story, but there's nothing I can do for them because that's neither here or there, right? All right, so the next one's going to be sneak peek. We're going to go through this, and I'm just going to see. What we got here, give me a second. Go down if I see what you need. This is some sample chapters you can go through and obviously hit those. That's going to be under sneak peek, invoicing. Um, Say real trucking invoices. This is trucking invoices. If you want to see what they made, I don't know how old those are at this given point. Probably need to update those. Welcome Truck Driver Nation. Let's see. You can just kind of go through these. It's got a lot of different content. Like this is the latest update video series. Um, if we got to click on there, that means they're free. So if they got a price on them, that means they have to be paid for. But if you're a student, you get all of it free, and there's lots of content. Now, obviously, it's organized. Um, the free tuition, that really requires a lot. Definitely look over it. But if you're interested in doing it that way, you can get free tuition. Let's see what else we got. All right, let's go to career options. This just gives you a quick breakdown of, it gives you an explanation of what each section is, whether you want to be a dispatcher, a broker, or a freight, a driver recruiter. So take a look at those. That might be good for you. Course prices, you can go down. If you decide that you want to just go ahead and pay for your course, then you can easily go in here. This is one of our courses we had. And it just says what it is, how much it normally costs. Because normally they're charging, 35, 45. I had one was almost $5,000. I was like, well, they can do their own business. I'm not going to do people like that. But if you want to come in here and just sign up for the program without having to go through us, that's not a problem. You'll still need, get your paperwork signed up and all that. But you can just go in here under freight dispatch course. There's under course prices, and you can easily just go ahead and, sign up for that, as well as car hauling if you need that. Let's see. All right, next one is going to be, see how I hit the more button and it did the drop down. So keep that in mind. Um, this is a payment portal. So you do have to sign into here. In fact, let me sign in real quick. Sorry, I messed up. Give me a second, it'll kick in. All right, so it knocks it open. This is the pay portal. So if you've actually, this is for people that actually, you only need this if you're still paying on your account. That's what that is. So that's going to be the payment portal, products and services. All these products and services, as you can go down, you see people are paying for these, but if you're a student, you get all this for free. So keep that in mind. That's under products and services. Contracts and resources hubs, all these contracts, any of these you need, you get these for free. So take a look through those. It's definitely a lot of value for people that definitely need all this stuff. But take your time with it. You have any questions about what they're for, then that's great. You can obviously get with us and we'll get you brought up to speed. This isn't the actual video content of everything. So you'll actually go into these. It gets all the chapters broke down, what content we have. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. This is actual course itself. So if you get time, that would be this one, textbook online number 2. And then we'll go down to here. This is going to be dispatcher tools because since we primarily concentrate on dispatching, then I'm going to go and skip that one number 2 because it's just going to burn your time. But as well as here, this is all the different things that we've already got it all lined up for you. So just go there and look. It's got everything you need as a freight dispatcher. You ain't got to look it up. It's in here. So make sure you go into that one. Then we'll go to dispatch tools number 2. Same thing, notaries, broker credit checks, everything's in here. So you can go through and spend some time with that. Go 3. This is going to be full downloads of everything. If once you're a student, all these, you'll actually go to this section and it has all these and you just download them to your computer as you need them. Once you get turned on, you're never going to get turned off unless we put you on a payment service and then you're not, keeping up to date with the payments, because this is a lot of money and a lot of time we spent building these courses. But anyways, let's see. We'll go to seasonal freight trends. That's just going to tell you, I'm not even going to, it's going to waste time. Test preparations, you can go in here and it literally has all the preparation so you can watch the test and actually gives it, this is how to use it. And then you go down, and you start taking the test. They're in PowerPoint presentations. So you got the question, then followed by the answer and the rationale. Let's see what else we got. Instructional content. This is going to be um, just more videos on different things, like basically how to use different pieces of software, because we had a lot of people that didn't know how to use software. So that helps you bring you up to speed on that. Why stop driving trucks? This is literally truck drivers and everybody associated with it. Why you need to just get out of the truck. It just pays you so much more to just get on with your life and not be captivated or trapped in them trucks. This is going to be the program. This here is going to be instructions on the program, and then you can go down below it, and it has all the content in relation to uh, the programs itself. So just keep that in mind. And obviously, it's all in text as well, so you can go back and review it while you're on here. But we put every bit of it in videos, so I go over it with you in video, so you don't have to spend a lot of time. Like right here, they're all in video. So this here is Truck Driver Nation Freight Dispatch Program Agreement, MC numbers, and stuff like that. So take your time with that. This is going to be testimonials and salaries. Ain't no sense in going over that. That's just people we've dealt with, students we got. Definitely look at what they got to say. Um, Now, obviously, we still got people that complain because they get involved and they didn't realize that this is actually a real course, and you got to actually work to do this. This is not a get rich fast scheme. That's just not the way logistics works. Um, this is going to be the rest of these you can look at. I'm going to try to, that's employment requirements if you're going to come to work with us. Truck, this is for onboard and dispatchers. Dispatch course itemized. This gives you the price of everything, the actually really what you're getting for the value. The dispatch course itemization about Truck Driver Nation, that tells you about who we are, and this tells you our mission statement. And affiliate with let's say affiliate and truck driver policies. Let's say this is going to be where anything that you do with us, that's the affiliate program. So any of that right there is going to be like if you're working with us and you're getting clients or whatever it is, you get paid on everything you do with us if you're actually working with us, and that's your choice. Privacy policies, terms and conditions. This is a VIP dispatching course. Now this right here, VIP dispatching course is an everything. I literally build your business, get your owner operators, the whole 9 yards, and you literally just take them over. Okay. Um, and that's how that works. It's literally A to Z, your whole business, and then we cut it loose too because it's yours. And as we're going building it, you're obviously able to see it as we're building it, so you understand how to work the parts. So that's the VIP dispatching course. This is the freight dispatching services. This is what we offer our owner operators right here. Um, so, you can go down, like I tell everybody, be more than happy to follow our profile. Is there all the free stuff that we offer owner operators? We just don't dispatch for them. We actually give them an all-inclusive help in everything that they do. So that way that they're building their business. We don't want them to just stop building their business. So we give them a lot of different perks because they're trusting us, and we definitely don't want to let them down. Now, these are the job boards 1 through 5. So take a look at those. That's going to be the job boards for trucking position. This right here is going to be job board number 1 for dispatchers. Okay. And then the freight dispatch services, again, there it is again, but this is going to be where it actually shows you what we do inside there. Now, here's the points that I was wanting to do on the video store. When you go to the video store, this is all videos. Okay. So when you're going in it, there gives you the packages if you're going to sign up for them. But if you just want the videos and you're already a student, let us know and just take down the title. And as you do that, then we obviously will send you those videos just through, because you're going to be on Telegram. Yeah, or you want us to send them through your email. However you want to send them, we send you the link. And that link don't turn off. So you got it permanently. You know what I mean? So don't just throw your videos away. Hold on to them. And any videos that are not here, which there shouldn't be, but if there's any concepts or something that you need to know about based on dry van reefer, flatbed, and step deck, because that's the main 4 I teach, I'll be more than happy to make you a video. Even if it may not be in that range, and let's say if it's RGN or something, you really want to know how to do that, I'll make a video for it, put it in there, because it still helps my business by putting more content out there that gives people alternatives to find sourced material to ensure that they're getting the right information. Now the textbook video store, this is the video store for the that you get with your textbooks, right? So when you go through here, and it obviously has classroom meetings and all this stuff. These are pictures of actual classrooms that we did. But give me a second. So you can go down through here and obviously, pull the chapter, whatever chapter you need, and then obviously we'll get you that content because it's already in your thing, but some people want them out of here. And that's all fine and dandy. Now, if you're a student, now you got it in there, but I'm talking about for people that need accessory information as far as the content. Ugh, I'm getting winded. Sorry about that, y'all. What else we got? Almost there to the end. This is going to be pay as you go. We use Afterpay to assist people in financing their school because it pays us up front. But we've had it where we got people that just cannot clear Afterpay for whatever underlying reasons, and we're not judgmental. Okay, so we don't get off into that. But if you need to actually help us to assist you to pay for this program, we do this. Just remember, please don't violate the terms and conditions because you know I don't want to do all this collection stuff. I don't want to have to go to court and all this mess. So please just honor the system. I mean, because you're getting a lot for what you're actually paying for. Um, and because the thing is, we're not just a half-wit. This is what we do for a living. Outside the trucks that we dispatch, this is our source of income. So when dealing with you, we want to make sure that you get everything completed because it does no good for you to just waste money just to have a course. And during this period, when you have this course, if you don't pay, then obviously we turn the course off and all that good stuff. And that's just shouldn't be called for. Um, don't lose this opportunity to become a freight dispatcher. It'll definitely be meaningful to you. Obviously, you can go in here and you can pay your payments, whichever one you're on, and because we'll see it come through, and we know you're still got up to speed. And this is a breakdown of what it turns out to be. So you make a payment, and then obviously it comes down each time. And these are all the agreements and stuff that you have to sign. So everything is visible and transparent. So you understand all the current terms and conditions, no matter what you're in. You understand what's going on. But anyways, that's going to be, I think that's the end of the sections on this about our program. I hope that gives you enough clarity. I mean, I know there's a lot more I could go into, but I want to keep this video short because this is an introductory of our actual program. And so I hope this helps you to understand, what we have to offer to you as a freight dispatch student. You still have the option also to learn to be a recruiter and a freight agent as well after you've completed your freight dispatch student program. Now, if you want to learn it up ahead, go ahead. We don't give you all the other stuff. Only if you do dispatching first because it puts us in too many different spots. So if you do dispatching first, then obviously we'll teach you the other two if you choose to do it at any given point. Now, make sure you remember that we also offer uh, um, services as far as if you need staff. So we do outsource to the Philippines. They're great people, but you can get the assistance that they can give you from basically $2.50 to about $5 per hour. And then obviously we charge a fee on top of that since we're actually keeping everything in line for you and when it comes to this. So you do your own interviews. Obviously, we interview them preliminary interviews, so to make sure that they're even qualified to actually help. Now, if you want a full-fledged dispatcher, we do have those folks. They're going to be roughly about anywhere from $10 to $15 per hour. So you can make good money because you're not paying much, if anything, for the dispatchers. But as far as back end stuff where you're training them, that's different. The one side is fully trained. The other ones are people where you can start them out as a data data entry, and then you can progressively show them what else you need to do. And it relieves a lot of time off your shoulders without straining out your pockets, right? But anyways, that'll be it. I'm gonna leave it at that. And but I appreciate you visiting Truck Driver Nation. Please make sure to go to contact us. I'll leave the contact information at the bottom of this video when I do this, so that way you've got access. I'm gonna leave this public. So, and then obviously we'll use it for texting it to you. But if you have any questions, any concerns, or anything in relation to anything that has to do with trucking, if you need a job or whatever it is, then please let us know. We'd like to help you out. But thank you for your time. And please make sure you like or subscribe. It definitely helps us out. And please spread the word to your friends. And remember, if you do spread the word to your friends, if you let us know so we can sign you up, then you still can do an affiliate program where you're actually generating clients for Truck Driver Nation. So make sure you understand you get 20% of whatever it does. Now, if you're recruiting and it goes to a trucking company, then obviously you get 70%. But because that's a whole different deal, that's actually recruiting. We don't do no formal training on recruiting unless you've actually completed the freight dispatch course, because we do have recruiters that are already out there that are experienced. Customer service people would love to have you, but biggest of all, my fellow truck drivers, I've got 24 years in it. I'd love to have you come on board. I'd like you to bring you up to speed and show you what I actually have to offer that can change your life so you don't have to spend it in that 18-wheeler and losing the precious time that you have on this earth. But anyways, thank you so much. Everybody have an absolute blessed day, and we look forward to hearing from you here at Truck Driver Nation. Thank you.